Welcome back to No Man's Sky, everyone. Jason here, and today I'm going to show you how to scrap ships infinitely, and it doesn't even cost you a dime. $0, and you can just keep scrapping ships. It's crazy, so hopefully you guys like it. Hit that like button if you want to see more videos like this. But let's jump into it. Now, to begin with, you're going to want to find a crashed ship. Doesn't matter what kind it is, but the more expensive it is, the better off you'll be, the more money you can make. So, you want to find anything, that's really expensive. I would always suggest, as always, go over to the No Man's Sky Coordinates Exchange, the NMS Coordinates Exchange. They have locations of all kinds of ships you can find. You need to find a crashed one, though. It needs to be crashed for this to work. So go find your ship, or if you have one that you can find, if you want to find it on your own, that's great. The short version of doing that is if you go to the space station and you go to the cartographer, you want to buy a distress signal planetary chart. They look like this. They have that little red bullseye on it. That's the chart you want to find. When you fire it off, it can show you a crashed freighter. It'll show you an observatory. It'll also show you crashed ships or ships that have crashed with a pilot. That way you can help the pilot out. Either way, you want to find a crashed ship that you can claim. If you go to I think the easiest way is to go to the No Man's Sky, the NMS Coordinates Exchange. Whatever way you want to do it that way. But once you've found your ship that you want to scrap, and we're going to do this one right here. This is an exotic, and that's why I'm doing it, because it's going to cost a lot. You want to come over here and claim it. Now, with all crashed ships, it's going to be broken. You see all these broken pieces? That's fine. You actually don't want to fix a lot of it, okay? So let's compare. And this is the ship I have, and this is the ship that, the abandoned crashed ship right here. Now, when you have room, then you can either claim it or swap it. Now, if you have 6 ships, keep that in your memory, 6 of them, you can't get any more. So you're only allowed to have 6 maximum. So if you have 6, it'll only give you the option to swap it. It won't give you the option to claim it. I have less than 6, so I'm just going to claim it. Either way, it doesn't matter which way you do it as long as you get the ship. Either swap out or claim it, whichever way works for you. I'm claiming it. That way it's in my inventory. So now this is my ship. Yeah, right? So you want to jump in there, and it is broken. We need to get to the space station, but that's it. So all we're going to fix is the pulse engine. You're going to need 1 hermetic seal and 1 metal plating, and that's going to be for all ships. So it doesn't matter what ship you get, you're always going to need at least 1 hermetic seal and 1 metal plating. If you don't have those recipes, you can buy these items at a space station, at a minor settlement, whatever. You can buy those ingredients if you need to, but make sure you have those, either the blueprint to make it or you have the ingredients themselves. Now that we've fixed that, we can fly. So that's all you want to fix. It's the only thing you want to fix, because if you fix it up too much, then it becomes a problem. The glitch does not work. Now that we've gotten the ship, we're good to go. We're flying around. We are awesome. Now, I took off. I shouldn't have done that. You want to make a manual save, because anytime you're glitching, I would recommend making manual saves just in case something goes wrong. You don't want to, be stuck with something that messes up your game. Either, if you've lost a ship that you really want to care about, or you lost money or what have you, or it just corrupts your save. You want to make a manual save. So I would recommend putting down a save beacon. Oh, we need 2 metal plating for that. So let's make 2 metal plating. Or you can always, find a little nav beacon, and you can do that one. Either way, make a manual save. That way there's always one to fall back on. We might not need it, and you might not even care about it, but you'll be glad it's there when something messes up. Always make a manual save when you're doing glitching stuff. Anyway, we have our manual save. We have our crashed ship. Now it's time to go to the space station. Now, remember, from this point on, you do not want to leave the system, and you do not want to reload your save. Do not reload your save, and do not leave the system. Once you do that, your crashed ship is locked in. it becomes yours permanently. Right now, it's an abandoned ship that we just fixed up. That's why it's still broken, and so the system believes that this is still a broken, abandoned ship. Once you leave, and once you reload your save, it locks it in. Don't do any of those things. I know I'm repeating myself, but I want to make sure everyone gets it. No, don't reload your save. At this point, you're locked in. You cannot do anything else unless you want to keep this ship permanently. Well, thank God I got to the space station before I got attacked. This thing is broken as it is. So I've landed here, and you'll notice that I have a living ship. That is my ship right there. Don't worry about that. That is a glitch that's going to happen when you do this correctly. So we got out of the ship. That created a local save, a auto save. You still cannot reload. If you reload, it'll lock you in. What we're doing right now is we're waiting for another ship to come in. Now, the rules for this are, you need to trade this one for a different ship, but it has to be the same or less value. So, our ship is 12 million units. We're not going to be able to sell it for that much because it's broken. If you have a broken ship, it'll have a resale value way lower than it is. It'll probably be around 4 million units. But the key is, whatever ship lands, you want to get the same or less value. You want to trade it so it doesn't cost you any money to buy it. So let's talk to this guy right here. Work Gek. And we're going to make an offer for his ship. Let's see how much it costs. So let's negotiate the price. And we want to exchange it, and you want that exchange to be 0. It has to be 0, or else this will not work. Now, you want it to be as close as possible, so like, I could sell mine, okay, so 3.8 million. So I could technically wait for a better ship, or you could just keep doing it this way. I figure, the better the ship, the more upgrades you get, and the more money you can make. But you just can't go. You can't go past your threshold of, for me in this case, 3,800,000 units. So we're gonna exchange it just because that's what we're doing. Okay, so we exchanged it, which means we gave him our old one and we took his new one. You need to exchange it. So now we could sell this ship over here. So let's do that. This is his ship. You can see from the 3D display that it's his, or the one we just got it. We just traded for this one. So let's claim it. So we're going to scrap it. We're going to get upgrades, and we're going to get parts for that ship. Let's claim it. It's going to say, hey, are you sure you want to do that? Yes, we do. So now we got all of the components. Now, it won't let you re-scrap it again. They fixed that glitch, but it'll bring in your next ship, which happens to be my living ship right here, this purple one right here. And so we have that one. It brings in a supplemental ship in your inventory. But there's this one right over here. This is still an abandoned ship. Look at that. And so if you go over and you activate it, it pretends like it is a crashed ship. It says, hey, do you want to compare it? Yes. And we are going to claim it again. We can reclaim it at the space station. Look at that. So now this is ours. We can reclaim this one. Now we just have to wait for another ship to come in, and that's why you see my old ship right here. I used this one before to make sure it worked, but once you do that, it'll stay there forever. So this purple one will stay there. I say forever. It'll probably go away once you reload, but I haven't reloaded because you do not want to reload your save. Sometimes it takes forever for ships to come in. That's why I'm not really picky. As long as it's not above my ship's price, I'll just take it. Because it's like free money. You're getting free money no matter what. So yeah, you definitely want to try. If you're trying to min-max it, you want to get the best ship possible. But if you're just trying for speed, just take any ship that lands. As long as it's lower than your price, you're good to go. So I'm just gonna keep doing it, and I'm trying not to do any edits. That way this is for real. I don't have any mods on. I'm not doing anything. I'm just literally exchanging. So there's his. I just got that one. I traded out my my crash ship for that. So now we're gonna run over here, and you'll see it'll pop up the new ship I just traded for. Claim it. Are you sure you want to claim it? Yes, I do. And there you go. I get all of the components. I get all the upgrades. I mean, look at in my inventory. I'm getting all these upgrades. Now, they're sea level upgrades, but you can still sell this for nanites. So I can sell each of these for 60 nanites each. Now, yes, of course, the higher the class, the more money, the more nanites you'll get. But honestly, just take whatever you can get and just keep going over and over again. And look, I can just keep going. I'm going to claim it like it's a crash ship just again. I mean, you could do this over and over again. I mean, this is crazy. We're going to claim it. Done. And then we can just wait for another ship to come in. Now, while you're waiting, you can go over here and sell items out of your inventory. That's okay. Just do not load your save in any way. Don't leave the system. Like, if you warp to another system, your ship is locked. So you can go to anybody. Like here, I'm going to go to the Exocraft Specialist. You don't have to go to any particular person. You go to sell. Yeah, they have to be an upgrade merchant though. But yeah, I can sell that. Look at boom, sell, boom, boom, boom. Inventory's empty. Yeah, so I sold all my my upgrades, but then I can sell all these parts like 12,000, 100,000. I can sell all these pieces and make a ton of money. And I'm also look at it. I got a storage augmentation. And if that is random as far as I can tell. Maybe there's a pattern to it, but you will randomly get a storage augmentation. Now, the chances are going to be higher the higher the class of ship. So if it's a B or an A class or an S class, you have a higher chance of getting a storage augmentation and all the good upgrades. But they are going to cost more. So you definitely want to get a higher cost ship. I would recommend you look for haulers because haulers are really expensive. So it doesn't matter what type it is. Like this is an S-class ship, but it only costs 12 million. A hauler that's C-class can cost 40 million. So it all depends on the amount of room and the type of ship. Anyway, I hope you guys like this detailed look at how to scrap ships infinitely. I know it was kind of long and I repeated myself a lot, but I want to make sure everyone understands how this works. If you have any questions, hit me with a comment down below and I'll try to explain it as best I can. And if need be, I'll make another more detailed video. This is kind of an overview that's just super long, but hopefully you guys liked it. If you did, hit that like button for me and I'll see you guys next time.